Ladies and gentlemen, nobody asked for this. Nobody whatsoever. Not on the right, not on the left, but nonetheless, speculation is returning that Hillary Clinton, yes, the Hillary Clinton, may actually be positioning herself to run for president in 2024. So without further ado, like this video down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's dive right into this. So this is an article from the Daily Wire, but many people are saying this given the recent interview that Hillary Clinton did with the mainstream media recently on the Today Show. She is warning about Donald Trump running again, saying that there will be catastrophic consequences. You may say, well, she's old, she's retired, and she is just still bitter over 2016. That's very possible. Don't get me wrong. But it's also possible that Hillary Clinton runs again. Now, she didn't run in 2020, mainly because at the time, everybody knew deep down that Donald Trump was going to win. Now, that was before COVID. But nonetheless, he would have been a very difficult individual to beat, and she did not want to risk getting embarrassed yet again. Now, she will absolutely lose again in 2024 if she runs against Donald Trump, obviously, but still, so will Biden. And it makes sense why she might be able to position herself to run, because the Democrats have nobody. They have nobody. I know I didn't want to talk about the 2024 election too much before the midterms, but it's kind of been a slow news cycle, and then you have this interview that comes out, and just everybody's going crazy about it, and the liberal networks are putting her on the air every weekend, which is very interesting. Why are they doing that? I mean, during the Trump presidency, they, kept her at an arm's length. Maybe she would go on like once every few months and say something ridiculous and patronizing, but other than that, she really wasn't much of a factor. And a lot of people are saying she might run for president. Biden's going down in the polls. Biden is at 29% or 28%, some even have him at 27% among independent voters, right? And Kamala Harris is at the same approval rating period with every voter, Republicans, Democrats, and independents combined. She's at 28% nationally. Hillary Clinton's probably around 40%. Now, that's better than Biden. It's better than Harris. She's also going to lose, by the way. She's not going to beat Donald Trump in 2024 if she does run, but let her try. It'd be pretty funny. It would be. And she's out here. She's like, I try to warn people, Blumph is ruining mud democracy, which she probably can't even define the term democracy. And it's funny because all these politicians, mainly Democrats and then the Kinzinger-type Republicans, will talk about how Blumph is a threat to our democracy, yet at the same time, they're the ones that are trying to prevent him from running again. They are the ones who collude with big tech. They are the ones who collude with the big corporations to try and stifle his presidency as a middle finger to the American people who did support him. Yeah, we're not a democracy for one, but that's not the point. These people don't actually believe in the virtues they talk about. And we know and understand that by now. We're past that. But still, they just keep hanging on to this notion of Blumph bad. They're going to run with that ahead of 2024. And it's just not going to stick because we're tired of it. The American people are tired of it. No matter who they put up, it's not going to matter, especially with Biden's horrendous administration. This is why Hillary Clinton is considering jumping in, because she might be the best that they can do. And that speaks volumes about how bad and incompetent our opposition truly is. Now, let's not ignore the fact that the Republican Party is also useless by and large, but still, beyond that point, Donald Trump is somebody who goes out there and tries to break that dichotomy as much as he possibly can. Whether he's been led astray by some advisors or not, to the point where if he can put a solid campaign together, he's going to win regardless, no matter what. But beyond that point, I just want to let you guys know that it's probably best that Trump does go up against Hillary. I mean, the nostalgia, and Trump will be looking back at the campaign film of 2016, and then he would have to bring back the 2016 energy. I can't possibly see this being a bad thing for Donald Trump, but it's not just the Daily Wire that's talking about this. Jason Miller, who's a former Trump advisor, the CEO of Getter, is now saying that he believes that Clinton is injecting herself in the race. And a lot of people are saying that she is positioning herself to replace Joe Biden, which is possible. And she keeps going on and on. She read her like 2016 victory speech that she would have gave, which was a complete and total cell phone, by the way. Like, you're going to go out here after you lose and embarrass yourself and have this reputation of being a sore loser, and you're just going to read your victory speech and break down in tears. It's just laughable. It's hilarious. I mean, it would be a disaster. No matter who they put up, it's going to be a disaster. But you can't say this is like far-fetched. You could say it's speculation and might not go anywhere, but it's far from far-fetched. I mean, look at the 2024 contenders. Stacey Abrams, who hasn't even been governor yet, even though she thinks she is and probably will never be governor. Cory Booker, give me a break. He wouldn't make it through a primary. Pete Buttigieg wouldn't make it through a primary, and even if he somehow did, he'd get literally, like, he'd lose the Hispanic vote, and, like, the black vote would just, the turnout would just plummet significantly. Kamala Harris, her approvals are lower than Hillary. Klobuchar, after the whole, like, Chauvin thing, she's never going to make it through a primary. Whitmer's likely to lose re-election. She's not making it through a primary. Hillary Clinton can make it through a primary. She has minority support. She'll have the party apparatus behind her. I mean, these other people, Castro didn't get anywhere last time. Pritzker, he's not even that popular in his own state. I mean, he's going to win re-election, but Pritzker and Murphy, like Raimondo, do you think these people are actually, like, serious contenders? I mean, of course not. And somebody like Roy Cooper, who might be able to do better nationally than a lot of these other people had he, like, got the nomination, has zero shot at getting the nomination. I mean, and you look at all these other people. There's only one other name here that I could realistically see, like, the Dems putting up that would do better than Joe Biden, because we know Cuomo and Newsom are both jokes. And honestly, Michelle Obama, are they going to trot out Michelle Obama? Republicans have been talking about that for years. I just don't think it's going to happen. Already, we're looking at the decline to be candidate section. Obviously, just because people decline doesn't mean they can't run. And like I said, Biden probably does run again, but there's a chance he doesn't. I mean, he's going to be in his 80s. Hillary Clinton is, I think, younger than Trump, and Trump is the presumptive Republican nominee at this point. Obviously, if he doesn't run, it opens up the field. But as of right now, Trump is probably going to be the Republican nominee. And Biden, he hasn't technically filed, but probably will run, it seems. But let's say he doesn't because of old age. Kamala will likely run. But Hillary Clinton, don't count Hillary out, really, in terms of the nomination process. She almost ran in 2020, reports said. Now it seems as if 2024, she could jump back in the race. I mean, boy, wouldn't we like to see a rematch? That would be hilarious. That would be one for the ages, and Trump would, like, just destroy her. That would be epic. But either way, if Biden's approval is the way it is now, and he's, like, down 10 points to Donald Trump in a lot of these swing states, the swing states that Biden ran relatively even in 2020, then that tells me that Democrats may be searching elsewhere, and Biden's handlers might say, you need to step down, maybe not from the presidency, but from running for re-election, and God help us if this happens. And like I said, it would be funny because she'd lose, and it would bring back nostalgia, and it would reinvigorate the energy that Trump had in 2016, so I technically would see it as a net positive, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I do want to once again mention join redeaglepolitics.com. Make sure you join so you can join the Discord, get exclusive videos, the newsletter, all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like this video down below, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media, links in the description down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle, out.